Hello, beauties. Here I am. I have come back from my week. I think I went live on Monday, and I was in a really emotional mess, to be straight. Don't know if any of you have been like this week. And yeah, I've had a breakthrough. I can't wait to share. I want to share about marketing, I want to share about sales, and I want to share about our event coming this Wednesday. So, all things sales, marketing, and confident consultations, everyone. Yes, all giving you so much super value. I just want to share something that's really fun, right? I have recently purchased, because I love fine jewellery. I also love chunky jewellery, but I don't know, there's something about fine jewellery that I just love so much. Check this out. This is a really fine chain. As you know, I need glasses. I cannot, at this stage, learn how to put contacts in. I wish I could. Anything going in my eyeball, I just close my eyes. And I have found, oh my God. So this chain I just took off. Check this. Magnetic. It solves my problems. I have cracked my nails from putting my fine rose gold chains on. And look at that. I just simply clasp it on. I don't need to put my glasses on, going into a magnifying light anymore, or magnifying mirror. It's amazing. And you know what I've discovered? This is what I teach, train, and educate. Marketing your services, products, and treatments is providing a solution to people's problems, right? I mean, that's not revelation. I knew that. I teach and train that. But clients don't buy services, they buy solutions to their problems. So how I came across these magnetic links was because they provided a solution to my problem. They were so visual. They showed you how difficult it is to put on fine jewelry, chains, bracelets, necklaces when you need support or help from someone in your home or wherever you are in your house putting on jewelry. And that's what happened. The sale happened because they matched my pain. My pain was the effort, the energy, the time, the fiddling, cracking nails because the link is so fine, and my problem was solved. Look, I think I ended up with about 10, which was a bit weird. I don't know why I got 10 of them, but I don't have that many fine chains. But it was $50 Australian, which is not a lot of money to save someone's problem and pain. And now it's just within seconds I've got my fine jewelry on, and I can put it on bracelets. They're just amazing, and there's all different designs. I just love that. So this message moving forwards is, how do you solve your clients' biggest pain points and problems? If you understand their pain, provide the solution, and that's when the sales happen. Isn't that easy as that? It's not awkward, it's not complicated, it's not icky, it's just solving your clients' biggest concerns, challenges, pain, and that's when a sale happens. Magic. Don't see that. So, how's your week been so far? I really want to unpack what I've gone through with my family issue and how that relates to having a successful business, because personal problems are part of your business. You best believe. So I want to go through that, and also want to go through the countdown is on. We are going live in my Zoom training, the Confident Consultations, next Wednesday. And if you haven't booked, registered, this is the thing. I have done over 36,000 consultations over my 33 years in the industry. And it is one of the most powerful things you can learn, done well. Because when you slow down And when you make the time and effort to hold space, you give your clients something they rarely get anywhere else. The chance to feel truly seen, heard, understood, and guided by you. And that's when everything shifts. Trust deepens, rebookings rise, retail feels natural, and your revenue grows. Because a great consultation, beauties, isn't about just ticking boxes and asking the questions on your tick form or tablet or your device. It's about holding space while guiding with confidence and tuning in to their answers and guiding them to the next stage, so they do feel seen, heard, understood, and guided by you. So it's next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Australian Time. I'm going to drop the link here so you cannot miss this opportunity. Because of my extensive experience with the tens of thousands of consultations, well over 36,000 across my career, and there is one single thing that has taught me something more than anything, because I can't share everything in this mini live training. I can't possibly unpack everything here because it's just so much. But in the 90 minutes, I'm going to give you so much value, so much so that you cannot afford to miss this. We need to up-level and upskill our knowledge as professionals regularly, because the industry is changing rapidly. Clients know more than ever now. And we need to be ahead of the curve. Not on everything. We don't need to know every ingredient, every product, but we need to know how to manage our psychology, our mindset. We need to manage their objections even. And that all comes down to psychology, and that's what I'll be going through, part of what I'll be going through. I'm giving away decades of experience, frameworks and lessons that will change how you see the consultation process forever. So you must attend, like you must. And I'm pumped about this because no one is teaching a consultation that I can see like I have. I convert 8 out of 10 clients each and every week. So that means that's generally I'm converting 9 to 10, but 10 clients I see, I'm converting 8 of them to say yes, rebuy from me, rebook with me, rebuy with me. I'm converting clients to say yes, rebook with me, purchase from me, so they buy from me and refer me. That's 8 out of 10 clients every week. Because clients often say they want results, right? And I don't know if you saw my live at the beginning of the week where I was talking about a particular client who wanted a facelift in the future, but she didn't even want to commit to 2 simple prime hero skincare products. She was hesitant. She actually said to me, "Oh, which one would you choose if you were me? Which one is better for me?" And I was like, you actually need both. They're both very different ingredients. They're both giving you different results, and they're aiming at different levels and layers of your skin. I wouldn't choose one. If you're aiming for a facelift in 2 to 5 years' time, I would be going for the optimum skin health. It's not about choice. It's about deciding that this is the best for you. Because the client who says she wants a glowing skin even for a wedding but hesitates at home care, that's something that we need to manage, because we need to hold our clients to the highest standard possible. And we've heard it before, not now, not this week, I'm not ready. And this is our role as a professional. It certainly kicks in, and often we're not trained how to manage that because we think we're being pushy or salesy. But we need to hold our clients to their highest, not by pushing but by guiding, to show them that the investment, the time, the energy is minimal compared to the results they are told, or they tell us what they want. Minimal compared to the results they told you they wanted. Really, isn't it? So you think about it. If we can hold our clients to their highest standard, like not believe in their BS, because they might be scared or frightened. It might be going, oh my gosh, I'm finally going to get a breakthrough. And sometimes that feels overwhelming. Maybe it is the extra expense or the cost, but we need to show them that the investment, the time and the energy is minimal compared to the results they told you they wanted. Because once a client knows what's possible, they can't unsee it. Once you know what is possible, you can't unsee it. Once you hear a client say what they want, we can't unhear it. And once they see it, they can't unknow it, because when you know better, you do better. Does that make sense? How is that landing for everyone? I'm just going to check in, see how this is all sitting with everyone. If anyone's here, say hello. I've really launched into it today, haven't I? Yeah, so what's your thoughts on all of that? I find that really, really big, because when you know better, you do better. Isn't that like a guideline for life? It's an awareness shift. It's an awakening. If you know certain things about yourself, you always want to slightly tweak and improve, right? So why wouldn't you want to do that for your clients? Yeah, it's exciting, because once a client knows what's possible, they know what's possible. They can't unsee it. And I say that to my clients. Now you know what's possible. There's no pressure. I need to just express this, show this to you, know what is possible, know what is available for you, so you can make greater, better decisions. Because once you know what's available, you can make a more guided, educated decision. So don't you be the reason why your clients don't buy from you. Don't rebook with you. Don't refer you. Don't upgrade with you. That blew my mind. I heard my coach say that the other day, and it really made it more concise hearing it that way. Don't be the reason your clients don't buy from you, rebook with you, upgrade with you, or refer you. Because we can be in our own way a lot of the time. If we don't remove our fears, our blocks, our uncertainty, the feeling that holds us back from going to the next step for our clients, even buying into our own BS, we will stop the profitability, the growth of our business, the confidence in yourself, the certainty in your own self-belief, and also the results your clients want, need, and desire. This is all about results. Results for your clients, fundamentally. Results for your business. Results for the sustainability of your businesses. And results come when you lead your clients with confidence. Because if your consults aren't converting, neither is your business. The consultation is where profit is won or lost. Which side are you on? I'll definitely be on the winning side. I would definitely learn how to do a consultation with ease, with confidence and certainty. Because conversations don't necessarily grow your business unless you're converting your clients in the consultation process. But consultations do grow your business. If you're struggling to hit your revenue ceiling each week, if you're struggling each week and you're sitting at 2Ks, 3Ks, 4Ks, even an 8K salon, even if you're a 10 plus salon and you want to leap to 15Ks, 12Ks per week, it's not your treatments, it's how you're consulting your clients. It's your consultations. This is exactly why I'm running this event. Confident Consultations, a free 90-minute workshop, and it's just a few days to go. It's Friday, it's next Wednesday, and I don't want you to miss this. I'll be sharing the 5-step yes framework behind natural rebookings, how to sell home care without feeling pushy, awkward, or uncomfortable, and the biggest consultation mistakes, quietly costing you thousands every week. And spots are filling, so you definitely need to join. So I hope that all helps you out, because if we're not upgrading and upskilling our knowledge, our information, our awarenesses even, which an awareness is an opportunity for you to transform, you're staying stuck. And staying stuck, nothing changes. So if nothing changes for you personally or in your business or in your growth as a professional or a businesswoman, your business doesn't grow either. Isn't that shocking? But it doesn't have to be that way. For me, this industry is amazing. We're in the most incredible industry. And then for me to be on the other side going to business, so training salon owners and educating salon owners, coaching and mentoring professionals, just feels so transformative to see things flourish at a much deeper level. Because those moments where you just feel really like, wow, I've transformed this woman. Her confidence is just next level. She looks amazing. Well, that's what's possible when you nail a consultation. So, yeah, I'm excited. I don't know about you. I'd love to know. And what similar things that are coming up for you this week? I don't know, it's in New South Wales right now, we're hitting a heat wave. Are your clients coming in more or less? Are they coming in to get away from the heat? I think Europe last summer had a heat wave. It's definitely hitting Australia because it's just spring and we're already, I think today it feels like 30 already. It's quite alarming, isn't it? To see if there's any comments. Just one moment. Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that, just had a little moment. So yeah, any comments here? But I just want to share and create closure around the upset that I had with a particular family member that I shared in my last live. If you hadn't seen it, go back and watch it so this gives you context, because I won't go into the raw emotion. But a particular family member threw me last week, and it had been lingering, well actually 10 days ago, and it had been lingering for a long time in my week at work. And she really wanted more from me than she actually appreciated already what she had from our relationship. But the beautiful moment was when I stepped into my power and I wouldn't back down. And talking about holding a higher standard for our clients, I held such a high standard for myself. I would not allow this person in my family to get away with her rude, aggressive, almost violent behavior towards me verbally. And I needed to confront her in a loving way. So I said, I need to have a heart-to-heart with you. And we sat down. We're at Bondi Beach. It was 7 a.m. We meant to watch walk around and see sculptures by the sea, but it didn't quite happen. So her shock was that she needed to come to terms with me actually leaving her as a friend within the family. She'll always be in my life as a family member, but not as a friend. A very different relationship. And it's interesting how we can use this in our professional life, because I mentioned the word sorry and she pushed back. She said, I don't want to be sorry in my life. Life isn't about sorries. But she's never actually said in my whole 54 years of knowing her, said sorry. But when I said, how about an apology? Don't you ever apologize for your bad behavior? And she instantly got it. So I'm just wondering for everyone here, If you use a particular word and your client's not aligning with it, how then would you rephrase that? Or would you have the awareness or the instinct to rephrase that so your client doesn't actually get on board with you and make a better decision with what you're suggesting? Because with this particular person, she instantly got it when I said apology, and she deeply apologized for her bad behavior, which was a breakthrough. And this is why I don't settle. I'd rather not have someone like that in my life than put up with bad behavior, rudeness, disrespect, and aggression, but also feel comfortable enough to speak up. And I've mentioned this to 3 other people before I had the conversation with this person. They said, oh my gosh, I would not do that. I would just walk away. I would just not see that person as much as I didn't want to. I would just ignore them. And I know I couldn't. I knew just for myself and for this person, I needed to have this conversation to hold her to her higher standard so she could see how badly she was behaving, and that it's not appropriate to speak to anyone like that just because she wanted something. So just to give you some inspiration, if there's something or someone in your way that you're not completely aligning with in your life, whether it's a client, a family member, a friend, a neighbor, sometimes just sitting down and having a heart-to-heart really does help merge the connections, the respect, and the closeness in the relationship moving forward. Well, beauties, that's me for the day. I just wanted to drop here. So your action steps moving forward is to register for the event. Have a think about what else you can be doing to actually tune into your clients to see how you can create more trust and that knowing and self-belief that they do want what you have to offer. Can't wait to see you next time. All right, beauties, here's to the best day ahead, best weekend, and until next time, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.